Hi, Noelle from noelleclark.com checking in. I wanted to talk a bit about my painting process and how I discovered that painting is something I'm really passionate about. So I picked up my first painting supplies September 1st of 2011 in anticipation of the year anniversary of my father's passing. He passed away on September 2nd of 2010. So September 2nd of 2011 marked an entire year of being without his physical presence. I had no idea how that would feel and no idea how it would feel to acknowledge the fact that I hadn't seen my best friend in an entire year. So I decided to go to the art supply store, and I don't draw. Well, I didn't draw, and I never felt like I was a good drawer, but something told me to buy paint supplies. So I did. So me and my niece went to the art supply store, and the next day we painted all day long and dedicated our paintings to Daddy. And it felt beautiful. So I didn't actually paint again though until recently. So 2016, I started painting consistently. And my painting process is maybe unconventional. I don't sketch out what I'm going to be drawing. I don't have something in mind in terms of the story that I want to tell or what I want to paint. I just go with the flow. So I want to tell a little bit of background of my most recent painting. So I painted this painting outside, and I was earthing, which is something that you do when you are outside. So I was in my yard on the grass, and I was barefoot. And they say that when you do that, you absorb the Earth's free flowing electrons and neutralize free radicals. So I earthed it, and I painted no paintbrush, just using my hands. So I wanted to feel hands paint to canvas, and I just let the story and images flow through me. So in doing that, I created several layers to my final painting. And I just wanted to give you the background of all of the layers that make up the final painting. The first, I saw turbulent waves, and I loved it. I loved the colors, I loved the images, I loved that painting, but I am not in control when I paint. I just let it flow through me. So in doing that, I had to continue on because I didn't feel like the painting was complete. So the next image was of a woman, and she was like my ocean goddess diva. I loved her. I thought she was just it. So the story didn't stop there though, and I had to continue painting. And the next image was of a man with weary eyes, and I couldn't form his mouth. And again, I have no control over the paintings, so not being able to control his mouth, that's just how the painting looked. And I saw weary eyes and sadness and despair in him, and without him having a mouth, I felt like he was voiceless and felt powerless. So that painting for me, I wasn't in love with his story because it was such a sad painting. The next image came because, again, like something told me to keep painting. I couldn't stop there. Was of like a blonde woman, and I'm like, she only had hair. Like, I'm like, I have no idea where this is going. I'm like, what? So I walked away from the painting for a little bit and came back to it. And the next image is where I felt the transition was complete and the painting was complete. So there are layers to my paintings and stories that lie within the paintings that aren't visible to you when you just look. But that's just a little secret to my technique, and that is the backstory to her and her layers. So I love her. I love the final product. And maybe a part of that is just knowing what she went through to become her and knowing her layers. So I just wanted to share that.